Magandang umaga mga bata. Welcome to Math TikTok PH. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Teacher Noki Pakun. So handa na ba kayo mga bata sa ating aaralin na lesson, Linear Equations in One Variable? So our quarter to week 8 objectives at this lesson, at the end of the lesson, you should be able to 1. Identify the properties of equality. 2. Apply the properties of equality in solving linear equations in one variable. 3. Illustrate the graph of linear equations in one variable. So, ito yung kailangan nating ma-master ngayong week na ito sa quarter to week 8 lesson natin. So, let's go on. So, pag sinabi nating linear equation in one variable, ano ba yung mga kailangan natin para tayo ay makapag-solve ng linear equation? So, unang-una dyan, kailangan natin malaman yung 6 na properties. So, meron tayong tinatawag na reflexive property or the RPE, symmetric property of equality, transitive property of equality, addition property of equality, multiplication property of equality, and substitution property of equality. So, alin kaya dyan ang pinakakailangan natin? So, lahat sila ay kailangan natin. But in solving linear equations, kailangan lang natin dyan ma-master yung addition, multiplication, and the substitution. Kasi yun ang kailangan natin mamaya. So, makinig mabuti mga bata. So, unang-una, pag sinabi natin reflexive property of equality or that's acronym RPE. If you're going to observe the example 1 to 4, A equals A, negative 4 equals negative 4, 3B equals 3B, X plus 2 equals X plus 2. Kapag titignan natin, parehas lang siya, di ba? Yung left side and right side. So therefore, pag sinabi natin reflexive, any number or expression is equal to itself. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung nasa kaliwa mo, pares lang siya doon sa nasa kanan. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng reflexive. Okay, another, we have the symmetric property of equality. Ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng SPE? Yun yung acronym niya. Example natin dyan, we have the if A equals B, then B equals A. Kung titignan natin, pinagbaliktad lamang siya. Example natin, if X plus 2 equals 5, then ano yung conclusion natin? Magiging 5 equals X plus 2. Okay, balikan natin yung formula, no? Binaliktad lang yung A equals B, naging B equals A. Yung left side mo napunta sa kanan, nagpalit lang sila ng pwesto. Okay, we have number 2, if 2x minus 3 equals 5x minus 2, i-interchange lang natin sila ng position. Yung kaliwa mapupunta sa kanan. Okay, so that is 5x minus 2 equals 2x minus 3. So, ano ngayon ang ibig sabihin ng symmetry? Base sa example natin, the signs of the equation can be interchanged. Ibig sabihin, pwede natin pagpalitin ng pwesto. Okay. Another word or the property is transitive property of equality or the acronym is TPE. Ito naman, if the first quantity is equal to a second quantity and the second quantity is equal to the third quantity, then ang conclusion natin dyan, yung first quantity is equal doon sa third quantity mo. So, example natin yung formula na if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. Titignan mo lang yung first tsaka yung last mo. So since equal naman yung A sa B, tapos si B sa C, therefore si A equals dun sa C natin. Okay, example natin, number 1, if 4 plus 5 equals 9, and 9 equals 3 plus 6, ito yung first natin, then second natin, and third, kukunin mo, which is 4 plus 5, kukunin mo yung dulo natin, yun yung C natin. That is 3 plus 6. We conclude that 4 plus 5 equals 3 plus 6. Okay, another we have number 2, if x minus 3 equals 4x plus 2, and 4x plus 2 equals 3x minus 1. Kukunin mo lang yung first mo, and then yung third mo. So, underline natin. Yan, yung x minus 3, tsaka yung pinakadulo mo, yung c, That is 3x minus 1. Therefore, x minus 3 equals 3x minus 1. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng transitive property. There are three quantities being compared, but the first and last term should be equal. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng transitive. Meron kang comparison, but they are equal. Okay, another, we have the addition property of equality, or that acronym is APE. Ito naman, if the same number is added from both sides of the equation, the result is an equation that has the same solution as the original equation. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin lang yan, kapag nag-add ka ng kahit anong number dito sa kaliwa, let's say nag-add ka ng 5 sa kaliwa, dapat pares lang din sa kanan mo. So, kailangan both left and right of the equation has the same number being added. Whatever you add to the left side, pares dapat to make it equal. Example natin, no? Yung if A equals B, and then A plus C equals B plus C. So, kung mapapansin nyo, nag-add ako ng C both side. Example natin, number 1. If x minus 1 equals 4, then x minus 1 plus 1 equals 4 plus 1. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ano yung in-add ko sa left tsaka right? Okay, that is correct. 1, nag-add ako ng 1 sa left side. Ganon din dapat sa right side. That is addition, or that is the addition property of equality. Therefore, pag sinimplify ko yan, x equals 5 na lang. Saan nagpunta yung negative 1? Na-cancel na po siya. Kasi negative 1 plus 1 is the same as 1 minus 1. Ito naman, 4 plus 1 is 5. Kaya x equals 5 na siya. Next, number 2. If a plus 3 equals 5, then a plus 3 plus negative 3 equals 5 plus negative 3. Ano naman yung in-add ko? Both side of the equation. Nag-add ako ng negative 3. Sa kaliwa, dapat ganun din sa kanan to make it balance. Kaya pag sinimplify ko yan, magiging 0 na yung 3 plus negative 3. So, dito sa kabila, sa right, 5 plus negative 3, pwede natin sabihin na 5 minus 3. Kaya ang sagot dyan ay A equals 2 na lang. Okay, matitira na lang si A doon. Naging 0 na kasi yung 3 minus 3 mo. Okay, that is addition property of equality. Next, we have multiplication property of equality. Ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng multiplication? So, if the same number is multiplied from both sides of the equation, the result is an equation that has the same solution as the original equation. So, pag sinimplihan natin yan, kahit anong number or whatever, any number being multiplied, ibig sabihin, dapat pares lang din mo multiply mo sa left and right side. If you multiply 5 on the left side, dapat pares lang din sa kanan. Okay, ito yung formula natin. No? If A equals B, then A times C equals B times C. Nag-multiply ako na C both side. Okay, that's why the example we have, if x minus 1 equals 4, then 2 times x minus 1 equals 2 times 4. Ano yung minultiply ko? Nag-multiply ako ng 2 sa left side. Dapat ganun din sa right side. Kasi this is equation. Okay, and then, i-apply natin yung distributive property. Remember, sa polynomial, sa simplifying polynomial, kaya 2 times x, 2x to. Kaya 2 times negative 1, negative 2 or minus 2. Sa right naman, side, 2 times 4, that is 8. Kaya 2x minus 2 equals 8 na siya. Okay, that's how you multiply on both sides. Another number to we have, if a plus 3 equals 5, then negative 4 times a plus 3 equals negative 4 times 5. Ano yung minultiply ko? Okay, nag-multiply naman ako ng both sides of the equation by negative 4. Okay, basta tandaan natin kung ano yung number na minultiply mo sa kaliwa, dapat pares dapat sa kanan. Okay, yun yung rule ng multiplication property of equality. Whatever you multiply, dapat the same. Kaya pag sinimplify natin yan using the distributive property, negative 4 times A, negative 4 A na yon. Kaya negative 4 times 3, negative 12. Or this is minus 12. Sa kabila naman, right side, negative 4 times 5, negative 20. Kaya ang simplify niya is negative 4A minus 12 equals negative 20. Okay, so last one, property, this is called substitution property. Saan madalas ginagamit ang substitution? Kapag nag-checking tayo or nag-evaluate tayo. So example natin, no, if 2x plus 3 equals 5 and x equals y, then So, kung titingnan natin, no, isa-substitute natin si y kay x. Kasi x is equal to y. Do sa given na 2x plus 3. Kaya, we have or we get 2y plus 3 equals 5. Diba? Na-observe natin yung x, pinalitan mo lang ng y. Kasi nga, si x equals lang din sa y. Okay, another number to example, we have if 2x minus 3 equals x plus 2 and x equals 5. Ito na yun, i-evaluate natin. Remember? So, ibig sabihin yung lahat ng x dito, papalitan mo siya or i-replace mo siya by 5. Kaya, that is 2 times 5 minus 3 equals 5 plus 2. Ni-replace mo lang yung x ng 5. Kaya, 2 times 5, 10 na yon. Minus 3, 7. Doon yun yung left side of the equation. Kaya, sa right naman, 5 plus 2 is 7. Kaya, yun yung ibig sabihin ng substitution property. Okay, so equals can be substituted for equals. Okay, let's go on. Linear equation. Paano nga ba tayo mag-solve ng linear equation in one variable? So, unang-una, kailangan malaman yung konsepto ng this is a balance scale. Okay, so saan nga ba ginamit ito? To make it balance. So, kailan natin masasabing balance? Okay, kailangan pares dapat yung nasa left and right side mo. Okay, so kung papansinin nyo, no, naglagay ako ng dalawang objects. So, yung color blue sa left side, right side, yung blue naman sa right side, yung red dun sa left side. So, as you can see, they are balanced. Okay? Kasi parehas yung objects or the number of objects na nilagay ko. Samantalang dito naman sa, or meaning this is, ibig sabihin nito, this is equation, means equal. Ibig sabihin yan, balance sila. Okay, dito naman, kung mapapansin nyo, bakit kaya siya hindi balance? Okay, kasi magkaiba sila ng number of objects. So, ito ay dalawa, yung isa ay wala. Okay, so meaning, obviously, unbalanced or not balanced yun. So, this is not equal, means not balanced. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng equation. So, ina-emphasize no, kailangan equal dapat. Kaya, i-apply natin yung properties natin dyan na addition property later on. And with that, meron tayong tinatawag na parts of equation. Meron tayong tatlong bahagi. Meron tayong left side of the equation, right side of the equation, yung pagitan nilang dalawa, nandoon ang equal symbol. Alam naman yung equal symbol, no? Okay, so ibig sabihin, equation is a mathematical statement that that shows two expressions are equal. Yun yung left and right side natin. So, meron tayong expression on both sides. But they are equal. So, yan yung ibig sabihin ng equation natin. Ito yung example natin, no? Meron tayong, okay, so ito, yung left side ko, 2x plus 5. Ito naman ay 10. So, ito yung parts natin sa equation. Ito yung left side of the equation, right side ito. So, between of this, we have the equal symbol. So, take note of this, ha. Ibig sabihin na to balance dapat yan. Ibig sabihin din, kapag sinimplify natin yan, yung nasa left side, that is equal to 10. Kaya, ibig sabihin yan, ano yung value ng x na yan? So, malalaman natin kung paano natin solve yung value ni x na yan. Okay, so before we go to our solving in linear equation in one variable, kailangan ma-master natin yung step. Ano nga ba yung step? Step 1, simplify each side if needed. Okay, ano yung sabihin ng simplify each side if needed? Ibig sabihin, lahat dapat ng merong variables, you have to simplify. Ibig sabihin, magkakasama sila sa isang side mo. Okay, lahat naman ng constant or yun yung walang kasamang x, no? So, dapat magkakasama sila to make it simplify. Okay, kaya i-apply natin dyan mamaya yung mga properties natin. Step 2, use the addition property to move the variable term to one side and the constant term on the other side of the equation. So, dito i-apply natin yung sa algebraic terms or this is the combining like terms, addition of polynomials. Kaya, i-add natin sila, similar terms. Number 3, step 3, use multiplication property to remove the numerical coefficient. So, after mo ma-simplify yung mga magkakapares na terms, you are going to remove the numerical coefficient. Ano yung numerical coefficient? Ito yung number na katabi ng x. So, kailangan para malaman yung value ni x, tanggalin mo yung numerical niya. How are you going to do that? You have to use the multiplicative inverse. Yun yung multiplication property. Okay, and last one is step 4, check your answer by substitution. Kapag nahanap mo na yung value ng x mo, i-check mo kung tama ba yung sagot mo by using the substitution property. I-replace mo lang yung value ng x dun sa given na equation mo. Okay, let's do number 1 example natin. Yan yung naka-underline natin, no? Addition property, combining like terms, multiplication property, and substitution. Okay, so now, solving linear equations in one variable. So, ibig sabihin nito, linear equations which contain only one variable. Kaya siya tinawag na solving in linear equation in one variable kasi isang variable lang yung isosolve natin. Yun yung x, or pwedeng A, pwedeng B, or any letter from the English alphabet. Okay, example natin, we have number 1, the equation is x minus 6 equals 5. So, ano yung rule na step 1 natin? You have to simplify its side if needed. Okay, ano yung sabi doon? Lahat dapat ng constant mo nasa isang side at lahat naman ng may variable nasa isang side. So, ililipat natin ngayon or just simply use the property. Ano yung property na yon? So, we have to apply the addition property of equality. Take note of this. So, since yung given natin dito ay meron tayong constant na negative 6 or minus 6. Ibig sabihin, yung constant nasa kanan dapat siya. So, ibig sabihin niya, para ma-transpose natin, you have to add the additive inverse of negative 6, which is positive 6. Kaya nag-add ako both sides of the equation by positive 6. Remember, this is balanced dapat. Whenever you add on the left side, the same dapat sa right side. Kaya, x minus 6 plus 6, makakancel na yung negative 6 tsaka positive 6. Diyan, 0 na yon. So, kaya x na lang matitira sa left side. Sa right side naman, what is 5 plus 6? That is 11. Kaya, the value of x or our solution is 11. So, and then, kapag nahanap mo na yung value ng x mo, i-check mo ngayon using the property or that is the substitution property. So, checking natin. Kopyahin mo lang yung original equation mo na x minus 6 equals 5. Substitute mo yung x na 11 dito sa given mo. Kaya, that is 11 minus 6, that is 5. Kaya, that is under of substitution property. Kapag nag-equal sila na 5 equals 5, meaning yung value ng x mo na 11 ay tama. Kapag nag-equal dito sa checking. Kapag hindi nag-equal ito, ibig sabihin your value of x is wrong. You have to check or ulitin mo lang yung solution mo. Okay, how do we graph our solution in linear equation in one variable? Just simply plot, gawa ka lang ng number line mo. Since this is positive 11, okay, gawa ka lang ng number line and then you have to put 11, yung dot on the upper part. Then, you have to, ayan, label. Meaning, this is your solution. So, yan yung solution natin sa linear equation. Okay, next number 2, we have 24x equals 48. So, ano yung sabi sa step 1? Simplify each side if needed. Ibig sabihin, lahat ba ng constant mo magkakasama at yung x nasa isang side lang. Okay. So, nakaseparate na sila. And then, proceed ka na agad dun sa use the multiplication property. Kailangan tanggalin natin yung 24. You are going to multiply both side by the multiplicative inverse or we call that the reciprocal of 24, which is multiply both side by 1 over 24. Okay. So, we have to cancel 24 times 1 over 24, 1 na kasi yan. Kaya 1 times x, x na lang matitira. But on the right side of the equation, what is 1 over 24 of 48? Or simply, 48 divided by 24, that is, okay, using the multiplication property of equality. And that is equal to 2. Okay, so yung iba, ginagawa nila, dinidivide na lang nila by 24. Pwede naman yung shortcut siya. But you have to remember this is under of multiplication property pa rin siya. And that is our solution, x equals 2. Okay, kapag hindi ka sure, you are going to check. Okay, copy mo lang yung original equation mo na 24x equals 48. You have to substitute yung x na 2 doon sa given mo. Kaya that is 24 times 2 equals 48. Equal ba siya? Okay, yes. That is substitution property. Since they are equal, ibig sabihin yung value ng x mo na 2 ay tama. So accepted na siya. And then you can now graph. So since this is positive, gawa ka ulit ng number line mo. Infinite naman to, no? So and then yung 2, you have to put the shade part on the upper part. Okay, and then ibig sabihin ito yung solution mo doon sa linear equation na 24x equals 48. Another example for number 3, that is 3x minus 2 equals 13. Balikan natin yung step 1. Simplify if side is if needed. Ibig sabihin lahat ba ng constant mo magkakasama at yung kanyang variable ay nasa isang side? Okay. No. Kasi nga meron tayong constant, meaning you have to simplify first. So ilipat natin, transpose natin. So that is the given. Ibig sabihin, mag-a-add ako both sides of the equation by the additive inverse of negative 2. Ibig sabihin, yun yung opposite. Kung negative 2 to, mag-add ako ng positive to both sides para ma-cancel out ko yan. Using the addition property of equality. Take note of that. Addition property. Whatever you add on the left side, the same dapat sa right side to make it balance. And that is now 3x equals 15. Kasi 13 plus 2, 15 to. Ito, na-cancel na yung negative 2 tsaka 2. Kaya 3x na lang. And then, kapag nakuha mo na using the multiplication property, okay, multiply mo yung 3x tsaka yung 15 both side by the multiplicative inverse of 3, which is 1/3. Yun yung reciprocal niya. Kaya cancel out si 1/3 tsaka 3, 1 na yan, times x, x na lang yon. So what is 1/3 of 15? Or 15 divided by 3, shortcut, pwede naman yon. That is under of multiplication property. And that is x equals 50. Yan na yung solution mo or yung answer mo dun sa equation natin. And then, if you're going to check, kopyahin mo lang yung given, or this is the original equation, i-substitute mo yung x mo na 5 dun sa given mo. So, and then this is 3x minus 2 equals 13. Replace mo lang siya, kaya 3 times 5, that's 15, minus 2, 13. Kaya since they are equal using the substitution property, you are accepted. Ibig sabihin, tatanggapin mo yung x na 5. Yun yung solution mo. Okay, kapag hindi nag-equal kasi to, you have to go back to the solution. Ibig sabihin, ulitin mo siya. Maaring nagkamali ka or meron kang na mali na side. Yun lang yung typically na nag-error or kadalasan. Okay, and then, you can now graph the solution of the equation x equals 5. Kaya magiging, plot ka lang ng number line mo, and then since this is positive 5, i-shade mo lang doon sa upper part niya, yung 5. To make it emphasize that 5 is the solution of the linear equation, 3x minus 2 equals 13. Okay, so another we have, how about this problem? If 2x minus 3 over 6 equals x plus 4 over 2. Take note. So, balikan natin yung step natin. No? Simplify each side if needed. So, by doing that, you have to do something or you have to apply first the cross multiplication bago mo siya ma-simplify. So, that is the given. Yan. Cross multiplication meaning yung numerator mo dito, kasi fraction to fraction to. Remember, this is fraction na 2x minus 3, i-multiply mo siya doon sa denominator sa kabila. Yun yung 2. Kaya ang magiging expression natin sa left side, we have 2 times 2x minus 3. Doon naman sa right side, yung numerator natin na x plus 4, multiply mo doon sa denominator sa kabila sa kaliwa. Yun yung 6. Kaya magiging 6 times x plus 4. Then, use the distributive property. Kaya 2 times 2x, magiging 4x yon. Kaya 2 times negative 3, negative 6 na yon. Dito naman, sa kanan, 6 times x, 6x. 6 times 4, 24. And then you can now proceed to step 1. I-combine natin or you have to group the similar terms. Or yun yung simplify if side is needed. So magiging transpose natin yan. So we have to transposition. Ibig sabihin transposition, this is a process. Take note of that. But this is under addition property. Okay, so shortcut lang natin yung transposition. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-transpose ka, nagpapalit siya ng side. Kapag nasa kanan, nilipat mo sa kaliwa, magbabago ng side siya. Kaya tignan nyo to, no? 4x minus 6x equals 24 plus 6. From here, nagbago siya ng sign or nag-reverse siya. Kaya negative 6 naging positive siya. Yung 6x, this is positive, naging negative 6. Kasi nga, tinranspose mo siya or nilipat mo ng side. Okay, and then you can now combine similar terms. So 4x minus 6, this is negative 2x. Mas malaki yung negative mo. Kaya remember, that is the subtraction of polynomial. And this is 24 plus 6, 30 na yon. And then, kailangan natin tanggalin yung negative 2. You have to, okay, so divide by 2, negative to both sides of the equation. Or dito yung in-apply natin na multiplication property. Shortcut lang natin dito. Instead of multiply both sides by negative 1/2, pwede mo siya i-shortcut na divide by negative 2 na lang siya. Okay. And that is cancel na yung negative 2. X na lang yung nasa left side mo. Sa kanan natin, 30 divided by negative 2, that is negative 15. Kaya ang solution natin or the answer is negative 15. If you are going to check, okay, so copyhan mo lang yung original equation mo and then substitute mo yung x sa negative 15. Okay, sa given, that is 2 times negative 15, negative 30 yon. Minus 3, negative 33 over 6 yon. Dito naman sa kanan, negative 15 plus 4, that is negative 11 over 2. Okay, so that is substitution property. And take note, negative 33 over 6 equals negative 11 over 2. Ang tanong, are they equal? Yes, equal sila. Paano natin may papakita equals? You have to reduce or lowest term natin yung nasa left side. Yung negative 33 over 6 divisible by 3, both numerator and denominator. Kaya pag sinimplify natin yan, we have negative 11 over 2 equals negative 11 over 2. Meaning, they are now equal. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng nireduce natin. Kailangan alam mo rin kung paano ipakita. Kasi doon mo makikita kung equal ba siya. Kasi pag hindi equal to, maaaring mali yung sagot mo na x. Kaya kailangan mong makita na equal ito. Okay. And then, you can now graph the value of x, which is negative 15. Yun yung solution natin. Kaya, since this is negative, plot ka lang ng number line, but this is negative, kaya itapat mo siya sa taas ng negative 15. And shade mo siya. This is your solution. Okay, for the last one, number 5, the equation is 2x plus 4 over 3 equals 10. So, take note, no? Step 1 natin, no? Simplify each side if needed. So, since this is fraction pa rin, no? Kasi ang sabi dito sa rule natin, no? Bago mo i-apply yung step 1, you have, kapag may fraction kasi, use the cross multiplication. Kaya, this is fraction whole number. Ibig sabihin, yung whole number mo may over 1 to. Kaya, i-cross multiply natin. Kaya 1 times 2x plus 4, yun yung minultiply natin, no? Yung numerator, minultiply mo sa over 1 dito sa kabila, yung denominator. Yung 10 times 3, kaya ito siya. That is cross multiplication. Cross multiplication kasi para siyang pa-x. And you have to distribute. 1 times 2x, 2x to. 1 times 4, 4 yun. And 3 times 10, 30. And then you can now simplify if side. If today, i-transpose na natin yun ng positive 4, magiging negative siya. Okay? Or simply, that is distributive property, yung ginawa natin dito sa cross multiplication after that. And then, that is now 2x plus 4 plus negative 4 equals 30 plus negative 4. Pwede mo siyang i-shortcut na pwede i-directly na i-transpose mo siya, pero pinakita lang natin dito para at least masundan natin. Nag-add ako both side ng negative 4 para ma-cancel ko yung, or para malipat ko yung positive 4 sa kabila, sa right side. And that is addition property of equality. Okay, kaya cancel yung 4 tsaka negative 4, magiging 2x na lang. Dito naman sa right side, 30 plus negative 4, the same as 30 minus 4, that is 26. And then, para matanggal natin yung 2, you have to apply the multiplication property. Or you have to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 2, which is 1/2. Or meaning, shortcut mo na lang siya. Divide 2 na lang siya. And that is cancel yung 2 dyan. X na lang yung nasa left side. Sa kanan naman, 26/2 or divide by 2, that is 13. Okay, that is multiplication property. And your solution is 13. Okay, and then you can now check. I-check natin kung tama ba yung solution natin na nakuha. Yung x, papalitan mo ng 13 kasi yun yung sagot natin. So 2 times 13, 26 yon. Okay. Plus 4, that is 30 over 3. What is 30 over 3? That is equal to 10. Ibig sabihin equal sila. Since equal, ibig sabihin yung value na x mo na 13, that is correct. So, and then, you can now graph. Okay, so eto yung sasagutan nyo ngayon. You are going to answer the quiz link, naka ano sa ano na, sa after this, you can now solve. Okay, so after you watch this video lesson, you can answer this 25 items test to determine kung tayo ba ay natuto. So I hope you learn something. Okay, so with that, goodbye, grade 7 students. We'll see you on our next lesson. Okay, so goodbye.